Okay, so Baby Driver. This is a movie that really showed me the potential of film and got me really interested in film academia. I mean, I'd always been kind of interested in this stuff because I'm generally more interested in theory than practice, and discussion of media than actual media. And there were some YouTubers I watched who talk about this stuff, like Browse Out High, Every Frame of Painting, Movies with Mikey, Patrick H. Williams, and Lindsay Ellis's more recent work. But then, there was this film really solidified in my mind. Oh, that's what it's all about. Like in the action scenes, both the editing and the actual action on screen are both timed up to the music, which I think creates a much greater sense of cohesion. You can really tell that Edgar Wright started with the soundtrack when he was making this film. Another thing is that there's no non-diegetic sound in the film. All the music, all the background music is stuff that that characters are actually listening to, and when you combine this with the complete lack of cutaways in the film, I think there's a couple, but they're all to they're all to the other end of phone conversations. But other than that, it entirely stays with the camera entirely stays with Baby, and I think these two things combined really make this almost a first-person narrative. If you understand me, it's very much Baby's story and no one else's. The film has been criticised for the way it represents female characters, and I wanted to talk about that a bit. Well, it fails the Bechdel test, but how good a test that is something of a topic of debate, it having some weird outliers. It does, however, pass the sexy lamp test, which is if you can replace the main female character of your film with a sexy lamp without having to make any appreciable changes to the plot, then you fail. So let's break this down. So, 4 female characters. So there's it's the sex bunny that's one of the criminals, the old black lady who Baby carjacks, the secondary waitress, and Oedipus Girl, Baby's girlfriend. The old black lady and the secondary waitress have only 2 scenes each, so there isn't really much to dig into there. And with the 2 female characters who do get any significant screen time, this is sort of duality emerging, where Sex Bunny is this, sort of sexual seductress, criminal type, and on the other hand, Oedipus Girl is, this, nice, innocent seeming, young girl with nothing really wrong with her, and this duality is, for lack of a better word, problematic. I think this really ties back to what I was saying earlier about this really being Baby's story and everything being from his perspective, because when you look at his age and his relationship with Moira and him not getting out much, and his traumatic history, this week could really be how he sees the world. I think given Edgar Wright's body of work, it's possible he was making a point about how young men in our society can get to a point where they where they don't really see women as anything other than this duality, or how people like Baby who are a bit weirder or have disabilities can get disconnected from society at home. So there you go, my thoughts on Baby Driver.